Baby, come ride my way. 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 I got it. Baby, come ride my way. Baby, come ride my way. Baby, come ride my way.
What's good, YouTube listeners? What is up? What is up? What is up? It's your man, the real DK, coming back with a continuous session on the Welcome Back track. How y'all feeling? And we're just gonna get to the page real quick. Thank you for the support. Thank you for plugging in, tuning in, all that good stuff. And we're just gonna go straight to business as usual. So we're gonna hit up Logic. Bam, boom, here we are. So right now, we've already laid the foundation, the groundwork for what we want to do, right? So essentially we have the track. And what I've learned over the years, that when I was a younger producer, I thought that more meant better, right? Like, the more sounds I could put in there, then the more I would grab the attention, right? The more that people would listen and they'd be captivated. But all I did was make a garbled mess, right? So here's the track right now as it speaks. Before we do any type of edits in terms of creating like an intro, verse, bridge, all that stuff, or any type of mood or anything you want to set for it. So I'm just going to stop and we're going to start it with everything in it. Okay, so that's the sound. Gotta love that crackle. Gotta love that crackle. We're gonna get that fixed when that new computer comes in. So it's all good. It is all good. It is all good. Can't wait till the new CPU comes in. Brave with me. We're gonna get through it anyway. So okay, now as you can see right now, within the track that's playing, as you can see each one of the tracks that are muted and then the ones that are not muted. So we have a total of 17 tracks in here. Actually, this is a ghost track. This is a track from Nerve plugin, and it has my drums inside of it, right? And it's a simple drag and drop. If you do not know anything about Nerve, if you want to check out the second video, I do go into it when I lay out the drums a little bit. It's one of the things that I love. This is before the Logic update, and so I've become accustomed with it, so I love it absolutely. So, and what I did was also included this trap rolls in there. And so we're going to play that and then put one of these trap rolls in there. Then we got a vocal here. And so that's just pretty much the effect, because you already have a vocal in the song and you don't want to overdo it, okay? And so what I've learned over time and just mixing in general is just that you want to mix low, right? This is just a technique that I use. And if you notice down here, the volume levels for everything is under, I mean, this is -10, -8, -6.5, 9. And what you're trying to do is the sounds themselves are already clean. So you don't want to overdo it with the EQ, okay? Sometimes you can simply just raise the volume up or down, but I always like to start every sound at -5 and then go from there. So I'll start at -5 decibels, and then I start maneuvering from there. I usually start off with my kick solo by itself, and I get it to about -3, bring that up. And then I like to keep my bass in between like about 3 to 5 decibels away, out of the way of the kick. Okay, so just slightly lower by 3 to 5 decibels. And then what I end up doing is in my channel EQ, I have a setting. So this is what I've received from some sites. Now, before, it's just so many edits, right? So if we're looking here at the solo for the trap joint, let's just play that. Okay, so if you hear that, right? So, and what I did was, you can see the frequency dip on the back end. That's usually like the low end that no one hears anyway. Just a little bit of a hit for it, just to bring out the sound just a little bit, not too much, but just so it could just be pronounced in there. I don't mess around with the sound otherwise, other than that. But what I do is I come here with a compression, and I do that sidechain compression technique, okay? And so I put a compression onto the sub kick and have it routed with the kick drum, or sidechain with the kick drum. And then I've set up some settings, so we will definitely go over that in one of the later videos, okay, for sure. But I sidechain the kick drum, and so then when I solo and just bring this in, you get it to come through. You get it to thump, you know what I'm saying? And that thump. So when you hear it, and that thing is pounding, you know what I'm saying? And then it's in, and then bring the hats in. And there go that crackle again. But it's all good. Then you got this slight little, and this is underneath all that action, right? This is underneath all of that. Oh yeah, we knew the crackle was gonna come back. It's all good. We love you too, but we don't love you that much because we're really trying to get into this video crackle. It's all good. It's all good. Crackle. That's all right. We're gonna get through this together. Y'all make sure y'all check out that You Feel Me Bro podcast too. Okay, let's get you back on there. That crackle is gonna be the death of me. Good grief. All right, y'all feeling good out there? Yeah, get that crackle on. Go on out of here, crackle. Okay. So the sounds are coming in now, and notice how everything is just kind of married into that. You know what I'm saying? And then let's bring in a nice little trap roll in there. Yeah. Then we're gonna start bringing all the little small, little minor stuff. Okay. Now, I want you to notice something. Even though all these sounds are in there, it's not so overpowering that you can't bear it, okay? Like, it's like, oh my goodness, it's not like, oh, this is just too crazy. There's a lot of sounds in there though. You know what I'm saying? And so what would you do is, as you're going through, these are all the sounds in there. So okay. So what you do is you like to marry the sounds. You want to bring them in and out throughout parts of the song, just depending on what you want to do. But this is like the main chorus part because we got it driving with the bass line and the kick drum. And so that's what you want to do. And in your EQs, what I'm going to show you is just an example. What I like to do with sounds is like sometimes I like to carve out different frequencies to emphasize certain sounds more than other ones. So we have the background vocal going. So let me get off the Dream Voice. And actually, no, I was just in the Dream Voice, so I apologize for that. Boom. Okay, so the Dream Voice at first by itself was just flat. Okay, nothing was on there or anything. So what I did was I wanted to enhance the highs just a little bit because it wasn't a lot. As you can see, it's heavy mid, low to mid. So what I did was brought up the highs quite a bit, and then I took a frequency band right here in the mid range and brought it back some and raised it up again. You'll see it right here. And so that's in 1K, raise it up just to insinuate those lows a little bit, but keep it out of the kick drum and the bass, as you can see, because the low end frequency I brought all the way out. And I can bring that out just a little bit more if I wanted to. Okay. And then that way it doesn't clash. Because as you can see, you can hear the sound, but it doesn't clash. And it doesn't feel that muddiness from the kick drum and from the bass. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that we can hear those sounds. And so it's a lot about carving out your niche, okay? That sound niche. And then raising or lowering those sounds as well, okay? So that's the technique that we use with that. The next time we come aboard, you're actually going to see the completed track and hear how it sounds. And so I'm glad that you were able to stop by. Appreciate you, love you. Make sure you're going to check out the podcast. It's called You Feel Me, Bro? And that's available on Spotify, Breaker, let's see, Apple Podcast. It is called, again, You Feel Me, Bro. UFEELMIBRO. It's your man, the Real DK, representing with another Logic tutorial, pretty much on how to marry sounds just a little bit to make them a lot more effective in your mixes. This is just a little snippet of what I've done, but we're going to have some more thorough videos coming in the future about how to carve out those sounds. So then that way you yourself can make high quality sounds. And then also before we leave, what I like to do is with all these sounds turned down, I always come back. I don't put compression on there because what compression does is often it muffles the sound. And so it muffles the fullness and the life of the sound oftentimes. And so if you need to, you can use it. Not saying that you can't, but I like to just use a limiter. The limiter just prevents it from going over 0 decibels, but it can help make it louder. And I usually do that in the stereo track at the end. So we'll talk about that stuff as well. And so again, I thank you for the time that you've been able to share with your mans. I appreciate y'all. Love the support, and continue to just reach out, look at the videos, leave comments, suggestions, likes, dislikes, all that stuff, but still leave comments no matter what it is. Tell a friend, tell your family, whatever. Keep coming back and keep supporting your mans. Feel me? Well, feel me. Just a little too excited, man. And tired at the same time. Man, I'm gonna go to bed. But I love y'all. Take care. Peace. Wow. Straight hating on me. Can't even do that. Can't even end out on a good note. That's all good. We're going to smile for that one. All right.